I've seen in the past, Bozoma, you said that we have to make sure this isn't just a hashtag in terms of the response. Specifically, what sort of actions would you like to see that we haven't yet seen enough of?
Well, I want to see more corporations put their money where their mouths are. Of course, talk is cheap, but money is not cheap. Money goes to fuel defense. It goes to fuel action. And so I want more corporations to put their money where their mouth is. Do something about this. Don't sit back and throw your hands up and say, well, it's not my fault. It's not my problem. It is our problem. It's our collective problem. We see it in the streets. We see it in people's anger. And I have anger too. I sit in a C-suite job and I'm angry. I am very angry at what is going on. And the conversations I'm having are about how to actually make a difference and make change. And sometimes, like I said, it's not about changing the entire world. If you just look in your own backyard, if you just look in your own company, there are probably things you can do to help make a difference, even in the employees' lives. And that's what's most important right now.
What did you make in particular? I'm just trying to get to some specific examples of the way in which Adidas retweeted a commercial from Nike this past weekend. Would you like to see more of that traditional corporate rivalries set aside?
Well, yes, of course, because this is not a time for rivalries. This is a time for us to truly come together. We've been saying that for a few months now around COVID, that we're all in this together. Well, the fight and the pandemic of racism has been around long before then. And so I'm hoping that this is a catalyst. There's always a moment when we find the outcry of people who are disenfranchised, who are held down, whose systems have broken down. And right now we're again in that moment. And I hope that it is not one that will be forgotten very soon, that the hashtags don't die, that corporations don't just use this as a marketing ploy, but really as an opportunity to really make some systematic changes. And so, yes, I think it's great that Adidas reposted Nike. But now what?
Are there any specific examples you've observed from corporate America that you're disappointed in, that you'd like to see specifically more action in?
No, I don't. Certainly there's a lot that needs to, happen, but there are companies that are doing the right thing and doing the good things, and I'd rather talk about them because I feel like, if we continue to praise those who are doing the right thing, hopefully other people also join. I appreciate what Twitter has also done, the fact that they put Black Lives Matter in their bio. Right now, I feel like a lot of corporations and perhaps most politically correct ways of talking is not necessarily about Blackness. And right now, that's what we're talking about, that complete issue, that total issue is what we are talking about. And so let's not color it with anything else. Let's talk about that particular issue. And so to me, it's like if Twitter can do it, and if Glossier can do it, and even if Endeavor can do it, then so can everybody else. And so I want more companies to step up and make sure that they are actually voicing the real issues. And that, again, they are looking at their own companies and finding ways to fix their own companies, because that is also part of society.